Hey everybody, welcome back to Training Battles. We got day 3 here with the new team. It's been going, so-so. I think I'm 2-3 with the team. Still made a few mistakes, but it felt a little better the last episode. Even though one game I just completely brain farted on Shadow Tag. But so we're gonna keep plugging along, see how it goes. Again, this team was used by Mitchell Davies to get top 8 at Dallas Regionals, built by James Eakes and Andrew Novak. So, and then just trying a different kind of team out for fun and just to use some unique stuff. And so far it's been fun, even though it's been difficult to win games with it for me. But as I said, I like to try out new stuff just to get a better feel for an understanding of these kind of teams. So we find our first opponent from the United Kingdom, Steven, with a rating of 1585. He has the Charizard, Raichu, Tapu Koko, Kommo-o, Gyarados, and Mienshao. So he's got 2 fake out users, I think 3 taunt users. I think Mienshao gets taunt. So his team's really weak to Trick Room, like just looking at it right away. So he's gonna absolutely want to stop it. So he'll definitely lead with a fake out user, like something like Raichu. Like I can see something like Koko Raichu. How do I want to do this? So Staraptor can outspeed his whole team, except for the Raichu outside of terrain. Let's see. Staraptor, Uniclus. I'm trying to think how to get around fake out here. I mean, that's what Mimikyu is really good for. So let's leave Mimikyu, Staraptor, Camerupt in the back. Do I want Camerupt actually? I feel like I'd rather have Bulu and Stakataka. Let's do that. Seems kind of weird not to make Camerupt, but looking at it, I think I can make do without it. Because he's got just a few things there that Camerupt can't deal with too well. Although, that may have been a mistake. I don't know. We'll see. The good thing about bringing Stakataka is he's another Trick Room user. I guess he has 2 fighting types though. But he goes Charizard Koko. So with that, I'm definitely going to Final Gambit the Koko, because that's the thing that would have Taunt. Question is, does he protect it? I mean, if he does, it's not the worst thing in the world. I just don't want Mimikyu to get taunted. And then that'd be a free switch in the Stakataka. Or I won't be a free switch right away, but... So I'll go ahead and go for the Trick Room and the Final Gambit into Koko. Because Koko's the one that can stop Trick Room if it's carrying Taunt here. I'm really surprised he didn't lead any fake out user. Otherwise, I would have liked to lead the Uniclus, but Mimikyu works out really well too, especially if I can find a way to get a free Swords Dance off. So he could protect Koko, but I don't want to take that risk of him like not protecting and taunting Mimikyu. But he protects Charizard, which is good to see. And cool, we get the Final Gambit off. This should take out Koko. I don't think in any world it can have enough HP to live. And then we get Trick Room up, and we get a free switch. I'll probably go ahead and go into Stakataka. Let's get him in the back. He had Raichu, Gyarados, Mienshao. And then the Koko, Charizard. I don't remember what it was. I'll bring in Stakataka, just because Stakataka threatens the Charizard immediately. Dang, I can't remember what his last one was. So, but yeah, so there's Mienshao. So now he's definitely going to want to fake out. And I'm going to protect Stakataka. Yeah, I'm going to protect it. I could go for Swords Dance, but instead, I'm going to Shadow Claw Mienshao. I don't want to play rough. I would play rough, but Mienshao generally will carry a Sash. I don't want to risk missing play rough, so I'm just going to try and I'm just going to try and break that Sash and then go for the KO. next turn. So yeah, here's him Mega Evolving. So I mean, I guess he could double up Mimikyu, but he shouldn't. Not terribly worried because Charizard should move before Mienshao in that case. So I'm gonna protect. Oh, I guess he could have Feint, huh? Oh, but he goes for Wide Guard. That's smart. He couldn't. Yeah, he didn't fake out. But so I could have. Okay, there's the Heat Wave. I doubt Sakataga takes the Heat Wave. But we do need to get rid of this Charizard. So I am going to go ahead and Rock Slide again. Even though he's very likely he'll Wide Guard again. But I'm going to Shadow Claw, and then I can Wide Guard the next turn. Is that what I want to do? I could also Swords Dance. No. I think I Shadow Claw here and Rock Slide. I'd imagine... The problem is I don't expect Stakataka to take the Heat Wave. But Bulu also has Rock Slide, and then I could double up the Charizard. So... yeah, I'll go ahead and go for it. Yeah, he goes for it again. But I think, Sakataka probably takes a Heat Wave, but maybe not like a single target move. We'll take out Mienshao here, and then I can Rock Slide the following turn. Okay. And then it should be a Heat Wave. Yeah. I'd imagine Sakataka survives one Heat Wave. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So we still have 2 turns of Trick Room. And now it's Komao, which I can just play rough. So he's probably going to need double protect on both Pokemon. Yeah, so I'll play rough, Rock Slide. I don't think there's really any question here. Yeah, protect. Komao might protect as well. Go for the Rock Slide, and then as long as both these hit, so as long as this hits, okay, imagine this KOs, yeah, and it does. Perfect. So he'll have to go for a double protect. I can still definitely lose this, so... Man, I'm so tempted to double Trick Room, but if he doesn't protect, I am in really big trouble. So what we'll do... Oh man, I'm just trying to think if we can get around. He has to protect. Is it worth the risk? Because if he gets... Okay, here's what we'll do. So I'll go ahead, Shadow Claw, Rock Slide. If he gets it off, what I'm going to do is protect. Okay, it fails. Good. As long as this hits, we're good. Alright. But yeah, I definitely could have double triggered him there, which would have been really cool, but it just didn't seem worth it in case... Because sometimes players just will go for the attack hoping for something like that, or just for whatever reason. But I think it would have been okay because he would only had 1 turn of Sun left. I would have protected Stakataka and switch out, and then I'd go for Trick Room with Mimikyu. And then if Mimikyu doesn't go down, Trick Room goes up. If Mimikyu goes down, Bulu comes in. Without the Sun, I'd imagine Bulu could take a double target Heat Wave, and then I could hit him with a Rock Slide, a single target Rock Slide at that, which probably would KO. Just probably depending. I guess it depends how bulky it is, but I imagine single target would pick that up. So we notch a win there. So I found a player from Japan with a rating of 1679. Using Kangaskhan, Marowak, Landorus, Tapu Fini, Azumarill, and Celesteela. Interesting he has both Fini and Azumarill since they have the same typing. But paired up with the Marowak and the Kangaskhan, it kind of makes sense because then Azumarill can try and get set up. And I can't use any electric moves. Not that I'm glad I have any electric moves. But his Marowak is still a good bring because it's good. It'd be getting us in Trick Room as well as the Azumarill. I think the Celesteela is going to be annoying, which makes Camerupt incredibly valuable. So once again, he has fake out pressure with Kangaskhan, and it's scrappy fake out pressure as well. So I'll probably lead Staraptor Mimikyu again with camera up to Bulu. Yeah, Scrappy Kang would be pretty bad here. Well, let's go with that. Let's roll with that. Yeah, I can... Because if he chooses to fake out the Mimikyu, I can get a final Gambit off on something. Or even a U-turn. And then protect... I mean, Japan has... I mean, it just depends what he has next to the Kangaskhan. Yeah, so it's King Azumarill. That makes sense. That's a pretty normal lead. Like that's a pretty normal lead combination. Now, if I had to guess, he would fake out the Staraptor. Because me setting up Trick Room isn't the worst thing in the world for him, at least in this position. But I still think, just because of Azumarill being able to, yeah, just because Azumarill being able to take advantage of Trick Room, because he could probably fake out Belly Drum here. It's just a matter of what he chooses to fake out. So I'm gonna switch out. Oh man, this is actually really hard. I'll Final Gambit Kangaskhan, and I'm gonna Swords Dance. I don't want to set up Trick Room yet. Azumarill protects. He fakes out. So he does break the disguise, but we'll get rid of this Kangaskhan now. And I'll be able to bring in Tapu Bulu, which should be faster than Azumarill. Okay. So we trade Staraptor for Kangaskhan. So this turn I can go for Woodhammer and Azumarill and probably set up Trick Room. So we're going to Bulu now. Let's see what he brings in. I could see Celesteela coming in. Yeah, so the reason I chose not to go for Trick Room, I mean, he stopped it anyways, because I didn't want to let that Azumarill just get free Belly Drum up and then let him wreak havoc against me in Trick Room. And it's Tapu Fini, so this is a really good spot for my Tapu Bulu. Like he can definitely just switch out Azumarill and something like Celesteela if he brought it. But I'm okay with that, because I'll definitely be willing to get rid of this. Yeah, I'll get rid of this Azumarill right here. So I'll Woodhammer Trick Room. If he specs Fini, maybe an Aqua Jet plus Moonblast might take out Mimikyu. But we're gonna go for the Trick Room here. Oh, he's Hydro Vortex. Interesting. I have not faced one of these. I know this has been kind of gaining popularity. So I don't know if Mimikyu would live this. I guess we'll find out. If Mimikyu survives, that'd be fantastic. I don't really know. Oh, barely. And then we get this wood and we take out this and set up Trick Room. That's awesome. And we have the terrain control, which means Camerupt can Energy Ball the Fini. Wow, Mimikyu. I wonder what that calc was. That was a clutch survival. If we don't live that, we could be in trouble. Depending on what this last Pokemon is. It's Marowak. Yeah. Alright, so we're not out of the woods yet. Just because... Yeah, alright, so what I'm going to do is protect. And I'm just going to really hope he KOs the Tapu Fini. What's Mimikyu's speed here? I think it might be slower than... Yeah, it should be slower than Fini. I'm going to protect Bulu. I really want to get Camerupt in for free. The question is, what do I want to get damage on? So I'm leaning towards Shadow Claw the Marowak. Yeah, we'll go for that. So, ideally, he knocks out Mimikyu here. Okay, there's the Flare Blitz. I mean, maybe I could have attacked the Fini. I did a lot. Moonblast. Okay, cool. Yeah, I really wanted him to take out Mimikyu, because that gives me the free switch into Camera Up, and now I can Earth Power the Marowak and Wood Hammer the Tapu Fini. And I still have 3 turns of Trick Room, so we are in good shape now. So we're bringing Camera Up, and then I also have the Nature Power, but Fini should not live a Wood Hammer in grassy terrain. So now it's just a simple Wood Hammer the Fini and Earth Power the Marowak. And there's no question about this play right here. His only out is to get a lot of protects in a row with both his Pokemon. Because, yeah, he doesn't even go for any protects, so that should be game. Even if Fini lives this, it's not gonna take another Wood Hammer. And yep, and that's it. So we'll win game 2 with the team. So far, improving a little bit. Yeah, so good game to our opponent. There we just got Trick Room up at the right time and really took advantage of it. Obviously, Mimikyu, when living that attack, was huge. I have no idea what the role on that is, or if it's like a guaranteed survival or what. I'm really curious though. So I'm gonna have to look that up after this, because Mimikyu doesn't live that. I lose that. I probably lose that game. Just because I can't get up Trick Room and Fini can just KO the Camera Up, and then yeah. So I gotta plug in my DS here real quick. Okay, so we got time for another game because those two were very quick, and kind of speaks to the nature of this team. It's really offensive, and how I want to just get up Trick Room and just sweep. And I think we did that really well in those 2 games. So let's try and continue that. All right. And yeah, it's so weird, like giving up a Pokemon to set up Trick Room to me. Usually, when I play with Trick Room, I like to have Fake Out or Redirection, mainly like Fake Out. It's kind of weird, like the Final Gambit, but it's really cool. What's cool about it is you can generally take something out with Final Gambit, you make that trade, get a free switch with your 4 full turns of Trick Room, and they have 1 less Pokemon, so it makes it, when they're down Amon and Trick Room goes up, it makes it harder for your opponent to like switch around to stall out Trick Room. So that's why that Final Gambit's actually really kind of neat. Obviously, it can backfire if not done right. Especially, I have to like call protects at times. So because we've seen a lot of opponents protect against the Final Gambit, and then I go right into it. So, so we have our next opponent from South Korea, Elkun. The rating was 1747, I believe, with Kangaskhan, Como, Bulu, Cresselia, Scrafty, and the E-Train. Scrafty immediately stands out because it's slow. It has Fake Out. It's a dark type, so it makes it better. Like makes it good against Reuniclus. So this will probably be another Mimikyu game. Mimikyu really shining so far. So I think Staraptor Mimikyu is my lead. He only has 1 Pokemon. Well, 2 Pokemon that can take a Final Gambit. Kangaskhan can if it's really bulky. And then Cresselia should be able to. Yeah, because Cresselia I think is 195 starting. So Heatran probably good at his max HP, so he's got a few things that might. Cresselia for sure, and then King and Heatran are pretty bulky, but obviously I think this game is a Mimikyu Staraptor lead. He has his own Bulu. Question is, what do I want? I'll bring Camera Up. The last one's a little it's hard to decide on. I don't know if I want to bring Stakataka. Tempted to bring Reuniclus. I don't see a ton of use, and Reuniclus can also hit the Como, so we'll go with that. And I'll have another Trick Room setter. I don't need much use, and if he brings his own Bulu, then if I need Energy Ball Camera Up from Nature Power, I have it. So let's see how this goes. This one's really interesting because he does have his own like trick mode with the Cresselia, Scrafty, and likely the Heatran. So I'd assume it's a bulky, yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if both of these can take Final Gambit. So I might save the Staraptor for like if he brought Como, because I can always like the Scarf. I can Brave Bird it. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what my play for him here is. One thing you can do is Scrappy fake out the Mimikyu and Flash Cannon the Mimikyu. It's just so hard to know whether a Final Gambit can take either of these out or not. I'm not too worried about the Kangaskhan. I actually might just go for the Final Gambit into the Heatran. See if it has the HP, and then just go for Trick Room. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so he goes Fake Out, probably into Mimikyu. Nope, into that. So we'll get Trick Room up. Mimikyu preserves its, Mimikyu does preserve its Disguise there, which is really cool. So now I need him to KO something. So I'm gonna go for a U-turn into the Heatran, and I'm gonna set up a Swords Dance here. Is that what I want to do? Worries me is Heatran's faster than Mimikyu. That should be pretty safe to set up a Swords Dance here. And if he knocks out Staraptor, then that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna set up Swords Dance. And if he doesn't KO Staraptor, then I get to save it and get the U-turn off. I should have U-turned into the Kangaskhan in hindsight, but I think he's gonna KO here. He might just Sucker Punch too to break the Disguise, which is another good reason to. There's the Heat Wave, so he'll KO Staraptor, but this is a free switch into my Camerupt, which I can Earth Power the Heatran. The only downside is if it's Shuka. But we get the Swords Dance off, which might be able to KO Kangaskhan with a Play Rough. Yeah, let's save Reuniclus. And let's go out into Camerupt. And remember, his Kangaskhan's at -1, so his damage is reduced. So Omega Evolve, the Earth Power's pretty obvious. But I don't want this Heatran to get off any like free damage. I mean, does he have a switch in? He has Cresselia as a possible switch in. But I could double the Kang. But I don't want to risk Camerupt taking too much damage. So we'll Earth Power. I'll Play Rough the Kangaskhan. Because if he doesn't pull any switches, it's still just a bunch of free damage. Then I don't know how bulky this Kang will be. If this Kang's not very bulky, Playoff probably takes it out. So yeah, there's the Protect. So I could have doubled the Kang like I wanted, but I don't feel too worried about this Kangaskhan here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna double up the Heatran this turn. Oh, we get Attack Drop. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna double up. I have only 2 more turns of Trick Room, unfortunately. But we're gonna double up Heatran in case it's Shuka or if he switches. Because he could switch into Crest. So I'm assuming he doesn't have Scrafty, just given that he hasn't really brought it in yet. I'm gonna Shadow Claw Heatran. Yeah, there's the switch. Is this Crest? No, he does have Scrafty. So, Play Rough would have been really good there. Which is what I should have done. But like I said, I'm not worried about Kangaskhan at the moment. Okay, so he gets another Sucker Punch off. Okay. Oh wow, that was a crit, yeah. Oh, he's Berry. Oh, that's too bad. Because then we would have taken him out with Shadow Claw. I haven't seen a Berry Scrafty. Usually they're like EV. I've seen Roselli. So Scrafty is what I really want to take out. So I think I'm going to double it. Because he has to fake out one or the other. Yeah, because again, King's at -2 still. I'll play Rough It. I guess I could Heat Wave too. No, because I don't want to risk like Heat Train switching into that. So I'll Earth Power. And gosh, if I had Reuniclus right now, I could double Trick Room. Yeah, I'll double it. Okay, he switches King. What is this into? There's the Heat Tran. That's why I didn't want to Heat Wave, which is really a really good idea. Here's the Fake Out into Camera Ups. We'll get rid of the. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. And then Drench's returned to normal. So now Kangaskhan should come back out. Yeah. So Camera Up can take a Earth Power, but it wouldn't take a double up. I can't imagine he's gonna double up here. He's gonna want to knock out the Mimikyu. Yeah, that's for sure. So we'll Earth Power Heatran, and I'll go for Trick Room and let him take out the Mimikyu, because then I can bring in Reuniclus and go for Trick Room. Yeah, I don't think he double ups Camera Up. It's too risky. Oh, though I forgot he wasn't Mega Evolved, so that actually might have been a huge that could have been a huge mistake. Oh, but so we get Trick Room up. Perfect. It dodges. I think Mimikyu would have lived anyways. Alright, so we get Trick Room back up, and we have Reuniclus in the back. I still don't know what he has in the back. So again, I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna Earth Power Heatran. I don't know what its item is. I really want to double Heatran. But if Earth Power could probably put into Psychinium range, so I'll play Rough the Kangaskhan. And let's see what he does. I'm running out of time too, so I gotta make my moves faster. So, depending on what he does, if I can at least get an Earth, even if it's Shuka and lives, if I can get it into range of a Psychinium. He might not protect, expect me to. Yeah, okay, so what's this? Is this Como? Yeah, so this is gonna take a play Rough. If he. Yeah, he protects. So this is taking a play Rough, so he'll get a switch out into the. He'll get a switch out into his. Oh, we miss. Actually, then that's better, because now actually that's a good miss because he doesn't get the fake out pressure this turn. So that really worked out in their favor. Yeah, again, I don't mind if Heatran lives, but I'll play Rough It on the off chance. I'll go for Como. Like I said, if I get an Earth Power off, and he does protect, but if I get an Earth Power off, I put this thing in range of an attack. Yeah, it is Shuka. So let's see if he lives this. It is Sheer Force. No, it doesn't. Okay, that just shows the power of Sheer Force, Earth Power. Like, Heatran can't even with the Shuka. It's, like, I don't know how bulky, if it has to be like bulky enough to live it. So, and now he comes in, but he can't fake out Mimikyu, so I can play Rough the Como here. And I think Mimikyu's still sitting at +1. Yeah, it is. So as long as Play Rough connects. How many turns do we have? We have 2. You know, I don't mind if he KOs Camera Up either. So I'll Earth Power, Play Rough. Because then Reuniclus can come in and get off an attack. But he goes for Sucker Punch. Probably needs a double crit. Or a crit at all, but he just doesn't get it. Get the Earth Power off. Okay, I'm not KO. So as long as Play Rough hits, we win. If it doesn't, things could get a little tricky. Alright, we hit it, and that should KO. Awesome. But yeah, we still have the Psychinium in the back for that. It would just been a matter of if Como could do enough damage to Reuniclus. But awesome. So good game to our opponent. Looks like he disconnects. Hopefully that was him and not me. No, that was him. So good game to our opponent. A lot of pivoting there. That was a really close game. Um, I could have made a couple reads a little better, like calling those Hydro protects. But I don't know. It just didn't seem. I just didn't want to risk. I didn't want to take a risk of camera up taking more damage than necessary, and Kangaskhan wasn't a huge threat at the time because of the attack drops, so I really wasn't terribly worried about it. And then the last turn, yeah, if he had KO'd the Mimikyu with Slicker Punch, like a crit or something, Earth Power KO's Kang, he probably goes for the Z move, KOs, and then I still have a turn to trigger him with Reuniclus, in which I probably could just Shattered Psyche, even though I'd assume he protects. Because I could Shatter Psyche through the Protect, and then Psychic. That'd be a little tricky, but... yeah, I don't know how that one would have went down. But it worked out well that Mimikyu survived, and Mimikyu having all the bulk it does helped it live that and the Hydro Vortex from Fini in that previous game. But you see Tapu Fini putting in a lot of work there. So cool. We get 3 wins today with the team, which is a good sign, and beat a couple higher rated opponents. So we might have hit the 1700s. I'm really curious. I'm gonna check that really quick. Oh, I guess because he disconnected, but he was higher rated, so we might be in the 1700 at this point. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, stay tuned for more with the team, and leave a like and subscribe if you liked it. So catch you guys later. See ya.